Hi everyone, this is Vinod. Welcome to my channel. So in a previous video, we have seen about the how to create a HTML page and heading tags, and so we are seen about the how to create the paragraph, anchor tags, images, so list, order list and unordered list, tables. So with the merging of the table by using call span and the row span, so we have done with the iframe, so which can be loaded with the different files, so image and HTML file. So this all content is quite common for every web page. So for example, if you want to place any headings and para contents, so you can use heading tags and paragraph tag. For the any so linking purpose, you can use anchor tags, images for displaying any data. So report type of data, you can use tables. If you need to render any content like YouTube video content, so you can use the iframe. So in the today's video, we'll see about the HTML inputs. So HTML input types and that attributes. So let's start our video. Okay, in the previous video, so we have done with the images, right? Images and with the demo.html we have done. So I have created input.html. So and you might be seeing this one newly. So it is HTML comments. So it is a multi-line comments. So what is the use of this? So you can write your description and you can comment out. So this content won't be displayed into the browser. So first of all, let me run this page. So for now it will be displayed only h2 tag. So with the hr line, horizontal line. So it will display the title, so for the page. So let's save and run. I have already, the page is already is available. Yeah, this is a page. So I have the title and I have the h2 tag with the hr line, okay, horizontal line. So let's discuss about the input types and attributes. Okay, let's continue. So you can see here, so we are going to discuss about these input types and this input attributes. Okay, so this content will be mixed on. So I hope you know about the elements and for example, let me take as a image. Here image is an element and this is an attribute, right? Same way. So if we go with the input, so we may have different type of we may have different types. So for this for this input, so we can have a different number of attributes can be have. So we'll see one by one. So let's continue. So let's continue with the text email. So this part. For if you are writing any input tag with the text type text, so we can have like this name and the id. This name and id should be unique to the page. So if you are writing this name and this id, so in this page this should be unique. Okay, so again it should not be repeated. So let's see how it displays. So let's go to the browser and reload. So you can see text box, right? Yeah, I have zoomed in. So, so it is the text box. We can type. So currently we have the text box, right? Here we can edit. So edit our content. So it is editable content. So we can edit it. For example, so I can use some message content. So for example, if you are going to show this text box to the user, he might be wonder that what data I need to enter. So either his name or so it's email or phone number. He might be wonder. So he need to have some hint, right? So let me pass the hint here. So here the hint here can be as one of the attribute called placeholder. So placeholder will give us some hint. So what the data should be entered into the text box. So enter first name. So let me collapse this. Okay. Control S for save. So let's run. So I'm reloading the page. Yeah. So now the user can understand. Oh, I can enter the first name. So let me enter the first name. Okay, Zon. So like this we can paste the some hint. So for example, if you need any label for this, you can mention. So let me have the label here. Label first name. So label first name. So we are using the for attribute. So you will know in a second. Same way, let me do for the email. So emailing. So I'm same copying this content. So I'm just placing below. Sorry. So just copy it and just place it. Let me indent. So instead of the first name, so let me pass the email. I have passed the email. So you can see right for the name and the ID. I have passed for these three things. And the label should be as a email, right? Email. And placeholder should be enter email or email ID. So let's save and run. Okay, so it is good. So we have the some first name and email. So this getting in the single line, right? So if need in the next line, you can give the break. So we have the break tag, right? So we can give the break tag. I have given the break tag. So let me see now. Yeah. So it was shown in the next line, right? So here we have used about the for. So let's see what is the for here. So when I click here, so it will be highlighted to here. So when I click here, so it was highlighting to here. It was focused to here. So when I click the first name, it was focused to the here. So that means the for reference, the for is reference to the this text box. So this for is reference to the this email text box. So for here we need to give the email because so we are using the email, right? Save and run. So there is a type called email. So we need to use the email type. So let me give the name. So when I hover this, so it was saying that please enter an email address. So it was asking for the enter a email address. So email address won't be as a name, right? Only name. So it has like some content with the name sort example.com. Okay. So now it was not shown. So because we are fulfilled with the email. Okay. So let's see next one. So let's go with the before going to the button, let's go with the checkbox. So checkbox and date. So let's go with the date first. So date. So currently I'm not giving any name to the date. So if needed, we can give some name. Currently, I'm not giving any name. So and I'll go with the color. So it displays the color palette. So next I will go with the file. So input file. So for this also I'm not giving any name. So we can give name ID for each and every input type. So for the unique purpose, for example, if I use this email as a name and ID, so this should not be repeated again in the page. Uh, so actually this content will be separated by the form. So for each and every form, the data might be differ. Okay, so this name should be unique. So name and the ID. Same way, let me take with the mobile number. So let me go here and okay, let's go with the down number. So I'm not passing any content. So color and file AP. For this, let me pass the placeholder. So yeah, no, so I'm giving one more input called password. Okay, so I'm passing here some password as a name and ID as a password. So this is different. This both are different. So on this is type is different. So we are saying that the type should be as a password field. Here we are saying as a type as a number, and we are saying type as a file type and color. So like this go on. So these names are different. So differ. For example, I can give the name can be name one. So I mean password one, password one. Okay. So let's try to give these two name as a unique. So name and the ID. So you can give different names also. So that's not a matter. But if you're going to build a application, so this name should be as a unique. So because if you are building with the huge application, so you might be confused like if you're giving here one name and here giving one other name. So this might be confused for your team. So in that case, so you need to follow some set of rules by passing the unique names. Okay, here I'm using in this way. Okay, so now let's go with the checkbox. Checkbox I can say some uh, so just robot. So I can give here I'm not a robot. And so before that, if you need, we can have the radio button. So as a gen, okay. So let's see up to here how it displays. So then we'll go with the next part. Yeah. So it was displayed, but this content was in the single line, right? So let me break all the content. So in the next line, okay, I have break the lines. So and I have mentioned the some labels. So for example, with the for the date, I have mentioned as a date of birth DOB. So I have given the for so DOB and name as ID as a DOB. So like that I have mentioned for so all the things. So you can arrange so same as well. Okay, for the file uploading choose and okay I should change here, right? So phone number or mobile. So let's give phone and the password and the checkbox. I have breaked the lines and I have given the labels for this. So let me save and So run how it displays. So it is our previous one. So let me reload. Yeah. So we got the name. So name, email, and DOB. So date of birth. If I select, so we'll get the some date, right? So you can give the some year and months. So you can give your years. So and you can give the month. So on the date. So you can see right this format. You can select your color, which color you can choose. So your favorite color. So instead of the select color, let me give the favorite color like favorite color. So let's give a shortcut name. So favorite color. So let's reload. So let's see. Okay, and you can choose any photo. So from anywhere. So let me choose one of the photo. So any photo. Let me choose any photo. Yeah, I have choose a photo. Let me give some number. Yeah. So for the password field, it's a password. So for the checkbox, I have given and I have ticked. So let's see one by one. So this is the types and these attributes. Okay, let's see next one. So there is a select. So it displays as a combo box. Okay, before that, let me go with the radio button. So radio button. Let me mention. So let me mention here after phone number. Let me mention here. So let me give as a mail. So some name as a mail. So copy and paste it. So let's say it's female and let's save and run. So we got right. So if I select now, so both will be selected now. So both will be selected now. So it should not have happen, right? So for this we can do one thing. So instead of giving the male and female, so we can give like this. Instead of giving the so name on the female, so you can give the gender. So that means it will take only one value. So previously I have explained, right? So about the name and the ID. So this should be unique for the page. So because if you give same value again and again, so it will take only one value. It won't be taken multiple values. Same way if you go here, so gender and the gender, it will take only one value. So let me show in the second. Save and run. So reload. So I can select the male or female. So only one, but not both. So I hope you are getting right. Okay. So okay. So next one will go with the select. So we have done with the email and okay. Coming to the number. So the number uh, so can be only maximum of 10 values, right? 10 or 12 values. So more than it should not be have. So currently I can give n number of value. So but I can't give the text. Okay, it was taking the text, but so it won't allow actually. If I submit the form, so see it was saying like, so please enter a number. So actually it won't accept. So if I am trying to submit the form or so in that way, so it won't accept. So I can give currently I can give n number of values, but it should not accept more than 12. So it should accept 12 numbers, but not more than 12. So how can I do? So there is an attribute called max length. So there is an attribute called max length. So max length. So the length can be 12. So you can use the minimum length also. So min length. So minimum length can be 10 numbers. So okay, let me zoom out. Okay, let's save and run. So now this won't take the more than 12. I have reloaded. Yeah, I have reloaded. So let me give the zone. So for a mail ID, some okay, we are going with the number right. So let me take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0, 1, 2. I have reload right. Okay, currently this was not taking. So there is other way to do. There is other way to do. So it's very simple. So instead of the number, you can give the text here. You can give the text, and there is a one more. So there is a one more attribute called pattern. So you can use this pattern. So you can use this pattern. So the pattern is like this. So we should have the from the 0 to 9 numbers. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 numbers. So it plus means it keep on adding. Okay. And we have given the min and max length. So the min length should be the 10 and max length should be the 12. So let's see now. So just I'm trying to reload. So currently it is the number reload. See, now we'll see. So let me give some text. So it was taking, if I leave the cursor out and click on here, so it was saying that, so the please match the required pattern. So that means it was saying for uh, some input. So and here we have given the mobile number, right? So let me give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is up to 9 length. So there is other message called please use at least 10 characters. So you are currently using 9 characters. Let me give one more 0. So it was taken. It is the 10 characters. So let me give the 11 and 12. So later it was not taking any characters. So I'm trying to type here. It was not taking any character. Okay. So this requirement is fulfilled. So let me give some number. So it was taking up to 12. So not more than 12. Okay. Okay, this is about the mobile number. It will take so in this format. So let's we'll see about the min and max attributes. So let's see about the min and max attributes. Okay, I have done with the min and max. So it's a min and max. So for the field, I have given like so the person is registering for any job or something. So the question is like this. So have you done any online courses? So if yes, mention the count. So if yes, mention the count. If he done any courses, so that can be as a count. So maximum as given as a 6. So min as a given as a 0. If no courses as done, it's a 0. Let's try. So here I'm using the type called number. Here for is have given like this. So courses underscore count, and so courses underscore count. If you have two number, I mean two votes, so we should not give as a space. So we need to give as a camel case letters. So in this way, so otherwise you can use as a underscore. So this was accepted. Okay. So if you're going to build any application in the real time, so in the corporate, so this is the format you need to follow. So this is the naming convention should be used. So either underscore or camel case letters. So camel case goes like this. So starting letter is the small, and second word starting letter should be as a capital. If other word comes, so other word starting letter should be as a caps. This is the format should be followed. Okay. So let's see save and run. So let me run here. Here we are asking like, have you done any online courses? If yes, mention count. So I'm trying to mention as a, so five. Five is accepted. So if I give 10, so it was saying that, so please select the value no more than the 6. We have given the 6, right, is the maximum. So yeah, so it was taking as a maximum as a 6. So if no courses are done, we can give as a 0. So no other number. So it accepts only a single number. Okay. So let me give as a 4 or something. So like this, we can use the min and max. Next, there is a attribute called size. So this size is refers like, so let me give the 10 and see. So now if you see here, this text box, I mean this number type of text box will has shown in the some length. So let me reload now. So it was reduced. So that means you can set the your text box size. If I give more, let me give the 20 or 30. Let me give the 30 and save and run. So on reload, so you can see it was enlarged the text box. Okay. So there's a size works in this way. So let me back to the 10, or you can make as a little 5. So it shows very small. So yeah, this enough. Okay. See if I go up or down, so it was not showing. I mean more than 6. So if you go below, so it was not showing the minus values. Okay. So that is, it is restricted with the 0 to 6. So let's go with the next attribute. So next we'll go with the autofocus. So let's see how the autofocus works. So I'm here. So I have, so let me show first before that. So I'm trying to reload. So if I reload the page, the cursor was not blinking anywhere, not blinking anywhere. So that means like this, it was not blinking anywhere. So let me reload. Yeah. So it was, that means it was not focusing automatic. Okay. So it was not doing the autofocus. So again, I need to, the user need to come here and need to select, he need to type, where he need to type. So before that, he will start from the first name, right? So I can give autofocus to this. Okay. So like this, autofocus. So there is no need to give again value. So if you give also, it's not a problem. Autofocus. So if I reload, so it was focusing to here. So if I give for the next, so what it shows, how it shows, let's see. So I'm trying to give, save and run. So then also it was focused to the first one. Okay. So it will only focus to the only single text box. So not multiple. And as I have said previously that we can only have the only attribute, no need the value. So we can have the only attribute. So let's go and reload. I have saved. So still it was focusing to the first name. Okay. So autofocus works like this. Yes, so we have done with the text, email. button. Okay, I hope button is not done, right? So checkbox we have done color, date, file, image, number, password, select need to do. So radio button, reset. Okay, so let's go with the first of all we'll go with the so multiple. There is attribute called multiple. So what is the multiple? So multiple is used for the file. So previously we may selected only one file. So let me show. I am trying to reload. So I'm trying to browse the elements. So I have selected. I am unable to select the other values. So I have control. I have clicking the element. Control clicking the element. So that means I am trying to select the multiple images. So multiple files, but it was not selecting the multiple files. So this attribute makes to select the multiple elements. So let me give multiple. So no need to give again value. So multiple is enough. Reload. So browse, and now I can able to select multiple values. Control for Mac command. Control select mouse click. So now I am able to select multiple files and open. You can see the count of the files. So I have selected the 8 files, and the names also it was listed out. So yeah, previously it was listed out. The names also is listed out. Yeah. So this is the files I have selected. So okay. So let's go with the next attributes. So we have done with the for. So ID value. So we'll see about the read only and so required disable size. We have seen min max and we have seen all these things. So let's go with the select first. Select, select. Okay. So let me give here. So between the below the phone number. So let me pause here. So select. So generally we will call as a combo box. Select as will call as a combo box. So it is a tag for the select, open and close. So inside here will go the options. So let's think it's a branch. So let me give as a branch. So let me pass the ID because it should be uh, focused to this, right? Branch. Okay. So let me pass the few branches. Same way you can select with the other. So currently I have selected the three things. Okay. So and we can have the value also. So let me give the value as a short. For each and every option, we can have the value. So right for now, I'm going with the three options. So let me save and run and see how it displays. So it is the branch I have selected. Okay, it going to the this part. It is a combo box. So before that, if you need any so initial like message like a select, you can do that part. So let me take other option and do like in this way 3-3 once, 1 2 3, and select branch. So now save and run how it displays. Yeah. So previously I selected this one, right? Yeah. So for a default, this should has be selected. You can use this attribute called selected. Selected is the attribute. So if I reload, so default it will be selected. So right now I need to go with the mechanical. Let's as example. So if I reload the page, you should go with the mechanical. So I think selected equal to selected. So actually it is working. So the reason it was not came because if I try to reload, it was not come. So if I try to reload hard reload, so that is a Control Shift R. So that is a hard reload. So it will clear the previous cache which is stored and it will reload the page. So for Mac you can Command Shift R. For Windows Control Shift R. So let me try with the other one. So currently I have the mechanical here selected. So let's go with the CSC. I have pasted here. I have saved. So go the page, reload. It was not came right. So Control Shift R. So it was gone to the CSC, Computer Science and Engineering. So like how we can select this one, okay? Okay. So if you go with the advanced level, you can know about the select. You know about advantage of selected attribute. So because for example, if you selected some data like this, if the person need to show, selected as a first one, right? For example, so for a person has came and selected the CSC as a stream, and he had entered wrongly as a CSC. Sorry, and he has submitted the data was stored into the database or somewhere. So later he realized that he was selected as a CSC, but he is a civil engineering. So in that case, by default, he can know that he was selected as a CSC. So he know that he was a civil engineering, but so the data should be shown, right, which he was selected. So he was selected as a CSC, and he realized it, and he can change to the civil. So in that case, it will be helpful. So next, go with the read only and disable. So let's see what is this. So normally here we are going to type, right, first name or last name or mail ID or something. So for example, the mail ID was given before uh, predefined it. So let me give as a some mail ID. This is not so example.com. So this is the prefixed mail ID. So this should not be changed. So let me reload once. Okay. So it is there. It was by default. It is the mail ID as came. I have done hard reload, so that means all the values will be gone. So see here, it was going to edit, right? So but this field should not be edited. So how can I do? So then I can simply pass the read only. This field should have only read only, not editable. So let's save and run. Let's see. So the person can select this, but not he cannot edit. See, the cursor is not accepting to here. He can select, but he unable to edit it. Okay, and disable, one more thing is the disable. Let's see about the disable. Okay, disable is like this. So it doesn't we can do the read only part, but this value, if you are trying to submit the data, so this value won't be submitted into the your backend. So the disable will be restricted, this attribute. Okay, this content will be disabled, so this data won't be going to save into the DB or backend. So there is a difference between the read only and the disable. So finally we have few things. So we need to see button, so image and reset and submit. So read only, and we have seen okay, required. Finally 5 things should be seen. So let's go with the button first. Okay, not button. Let's go with the image first. IMG first. Okay, I have done here. So you can see here image, sorry, type as image, and we can see src alt width and height. So this might be seen in this way, right? So image tag. So this might be seen as a image tag, right? So here we're going to give the path, and so for image is not render, we are going to give the alternate name. So so you can set the height and width. Okay. So same way we can do in this part also. If you want, mm, so if the your form is, I mean your details is ready, we can have a instead of the button we can have a image. So let's see. So same way we need to pass the type as image. So src you can give the path name. Currently I have the one of the image. This is my image. I'm going to give this. So arrow iphone rt png, it's my image. So let's save and run. Okay, before saving, let's give the alternate name. If image is not available, so I can say not found or something, some message, so which can be user can be understandable. If width and height needed, you can give the width and height. So I can give 100. Height can be I say 100. So let's save and run. Yeah. So it is very big, right? So instead of this, we can reduce size 50-50. Yeah. So somewhat better. So instead of the button, we can use the image tag like this. If the image is not available, for example, so yeah, so with this name, we don't have the any image. With the arrow icon, so we don't have the any image. We have the only arrow icon RT. So but we don't have the arrow icon dot PNG. So let's save and run. Then it says not defined. This image was not defined. Okay. So let's go with the so button and reset, submit all the things. So currently I'm going to remove this image. So let me remove this input and button. Here I'm not giving any value. Name. I'm giving the value called submit or save something. Save and run, and let's see how it displays. Yeah, we have a button with the value called save. So currently we can't do any action. So because it is just a button, so this button can be only clickable. So it won't perform any operations. Okay. So for that we need to give some more restrictions what to do and how to do. So that part can be in the future videos. Okay, actually a button does nothing, so it is a button. If you need any action, you can write any JavaScript or any other content. So instead of the button, you can use other types. So instead of the button, I can use reset. So if I need to reset the form, we can do that part. Reset, save and run. Okay, okay. So reset is not working, right? So the reason is, uh, you should have a form, complete form. So we have all the fields, right? So this all comes under one form. I mean, so we can declare into the one form. So let me have here, I'm opening an form. So this close form, okay, let me do like this. So I have opened here. I'm trying to close at the here. Let me close at the here. Yeah, form is closed, right? And go here. So reload. So let me add some data information. So select some color and okay, some data, some number. Okay. So now if I try, okay, the name is not good, right? So the save means it going to save. So but first we need to have reset or clear data. So give the meaningful names. So that will be better. Okay, we have already data. So it was warning because it don't accept more than 6. Clear data. So the data was cleared, right? So all the data was cleared. So but this data was not cleared because the value by default is, so John at example.com. That's the reason this value was not uh, so erased. Okay. So now we can use some data. So let me see. So let me give some password, some mobile number or something. So simply I can clear the data. If I don't need the data, clear it. So entire form data will be gone. Same way we have the submit. Submit, okay, submit button. So we've seen about the reset, we're going to see about the submit. Submit is different and button is different. Submit. So let me give the value called submit itself. You can give any name, save or any name. Okay, let me give it the save. So let me go with the save and reload. So I can have okay, I can have some information someday. Okay, this won't accept because it takes only numbers, right? So let me try to save. Okay. If I go to the browser, if you see the URL, let me zoom it. Yeah. Okay. So after submitting, you can see, right, some first name equal to this name was given into the Sublime. So this name, and we not given any data. And email, by default we are given the, so some mail ID, but it was taken in the browser format. So later it will convert into normal format. So color, it was taken some other. So photo, we not given any value. So because equal to after there is no value. And phone number, so not given. And the password also not given, right? So we have only given a mail ID. So that is this. So it was, how can I say, means email equal to, so on, this is the value. So let's see now. This form should not be accepted if the value is empty. So how can I do? So then the required attribute will comes into the picture. So required. So I can paste for the all the inputs. So and okay, let me paste. Let me do for all the things. So this should be required, and date of birth should be required. So color also should be required, and if not required, you can no need to give the value. If required, you can give the value. And space should be there. So don't forget space should be there. And for this required. In some cases, we might be right in this way. Required, so equal to required. So required equal to required. So we cannot also write in this format. Let me do fast. Okay, password. This checkbox should be required, and yeah, that's it. So now let's save and run. So when I try to save, see, so it was asking for the value. This field should not be empty. That means I mean this should be filled out. Let me filter with the correct information. Some date of birth and yeah. So it was asking for the file. So it was not accepted without values. So it was accepted with the with values. So now we'll see. So if I try to save, so all the data was saved, right? So if I go here, let me zoom. So all the data was carried. Previously, we not seen about the this information. So because we not given about this. So now we can see name equal to John, email, and date of birth we have given dates, and color we have given some color, and phone number. Okay, it's for photo. Photo was given some other name .jpg, and phone number, and gender is on, and password. Okay, some password, and robot. Robot is on. That means checkbox is on. So in this way, we can submit our form. Okay. So there is a lot methods to do. So like for example, form is the right. So by default method, it will take as a get. So it will take as a method called get. So if I give the post as a value, post. So you now, okay, let me go with the get first. So get, same way, let me give the values. I have given the values. Let's save. If I try to save, so all the details was shown into the URL. So you can see right all the details. So phone and all the things. So now if I go to the post, sorry, post. So now I'm trying to give random data. So if I try to give, okay. So let's see now. So you unable to see the data here. So it was here we don't have any data. So that means the post will be posted to the backend, so with a secure manner. It won't allow any information into the URL. So it never allow any information into the URL. Okay. So that's the end of to this video. So I hope you have enjoyed and okay, let me see first of all any pending. Yeah, we have covered with all the things, right? File and images. So that's the end of the video. I hope you have enjoyed the video and you have learned the new things. So how to do the required things and different, so different input types and different attributes. So these are used for the huge many applications. So if you are going to sign up a form or logging, so log into the page. So all the parts are included. This all input types and attributes are included in so many different ways. I hope you have enjoyed this video. So please share and subscribe for latest updates. Click on the bell icon. Thank you. Signing up. Bye. Hi everyone. So I found this site is helpful for the patterns. Um So if you're going with the regex patterns, the site will be helpful for you. So for example, if you go with going with the names with some set of patterns, so here there's some patterns are available. You can check and try it here itself directly. So if you need only alphabet and numeric, so you can see the examples and you can try with your pattern. So this for the running purpose and it shows here itself. So there is a many different ways. I mean, for the Twitter name, how it should be, and Twitter username, Facebook name, and some characters how it should be there. And for the password, there is two ways are available. And cards, so the cards means credit card and debit card. So dinner card. So this type of things and postal cards, dates, date format, how it should be there, and phone numbers. So the phone numbers can be starting with the plus in that formats, right? So that formats also supported here. You can check here and emails and color codes. So if you are going with the color codes, so that some should be matched and some should not be matched, right? So for that you can go with some patterns. So I hope this site is useful to you. So go here and choose, select your pattern what you require. So thank you.